Under the bright lights of Las Vegas, where dreams are made and rewritten, two teams took center stage, both hunting for more than just a win. On one side, the Houston Rockets, young, fast, and hungry. On the other, the Minnesota Timberwolves, raw, physical, and full of unproven talent, looking to etch their names into NBA conversations. The NBA 2K26 Summer League has always been more than just preseason basketball. For some, it's a stepping stone. For others, a lifeline. And on July 19th, 2025, that lifeline turned into a battle. This is the full story of what happened. Not just the buckets, but the pressure, the breakdowns, the breakthrough moments that define futures. This was Rockets versus Timberwolves, and it ended like a movie. Tip-off was seconds away, and no one knew they were about to witness one of the wildest games of the Summer League season. Let's talk context. For the Houston Rockets, this Summer League was a testing ground, not for stars like Jalen Green or Alperen Sengun, but for the next wave of role players, defensive stoppers, and possible breakout guards. One name stood out: Sheppard, the Kentucky standout with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. Then there was Whitmore, last year's Summer League MVP, now showing veteran presence among the rookies. For Minnesota, all eyes were on Dillingham, the electric rookie who had scouts buzzing all week. Paired with Leonard Miller, a versatile forward with a growing reputation, the Timberwolves Summer League squad had length, speed, and swagger. But no one could predict what was about to unfold. A game that would feel like a mini playoff in intensity. From the very first possession, it was clear. Pace was the theme. Houston came out flying. Sheppard nailed a step-back three from the wing just 20 seconds in. On the next trip down, a fast break alley-oop to Whitmore brought the crowd to its feet. But Minnesota wasn't folding. Dillingham answered with back-to-back drives. One through contact, one off a silky spin move that showed exactly why the Wolves were high on him. The first quarter was less about systems and more about instincts. Turnovers led to transition dunks. Mismatches led to isolation heroics. After 12 minutes, it was Rockets 29, Timberwolves 27. Bench units entered, but the energy didn't drop. Houston's Jabari Rice, an undrafted rookie, knocked down 2 threes in under a minute. Minnesota responded with strong post play from Josh Minott, who bullied his way to the line twice. The second quarter featured the first real coaching adjustment. Minnesota trapped Sheppard at half-court, and it worked. He turned it over twice in 2 minutes, and the Wolves capitalized. Dillingham threw a no-look dime to Leonard Miller, who slammed it with authority. Timeout Rockets. By halftime, Timberwolves led 54-51. In the locker room, both squads had one thing on their mind: execution. Summer League isn't about running flawless sets. It's about showing NBA-level poise in chaos. And chaos was coming. Coaches reminded players, this is your moment. Play like it. And for some, that second half would define their Summer League legacy. Whitmore came out aggressive. He opened with a steal and dunk, then hit a tough mid-range pull-up. You could feel the confidence rising. Sheppard regained his rhythm too, draining a corner three after a ball movement sequence that looked straight out of Houston's regular season playbook. But Minnesota wasn't going away. Dillingham hit a logo three that sent the crowd into a frenzy. He followed it with a stutter-step blow-by that ended in a reverse layup. Momentum shifted back and forth. Every possession started to feel heavier. At the end of the third, Houston 78, Minnesota 76. The fourth quarter began like a heavyweight fight. Both teams traded buckets, both benches on their feet. It wasn't just about winning anymore. It was about showing the world who belonged. Leonard Miller blocked Whitmore at the rim. Sheppard returned with a heat-check three. Dillingham answered with a Euro-step floater that barely touched the net. With under 2 minutes to go, tie game. 95-95. And then, the chaos began. Houston inbound the ball with 27 seconds left. Sheppard dribbled out the clock, got a screen from Whitmore, and launched from deep, missed. Minnesota grabbed the board. No timeouts. Dillingham sprinted, crossed midcourt, crossed over his man, stepped back from the elbow. Bang. The buzzer sounded as the ball splashed through the net. Timberwolves win, 98-95. The crowd exploded. Teammates mobbed Dillingham. The building shook like it was playoff basketball in July. Rob Dillingham, 28 points, 6 assists, 3 steals. Cam Whitmore, 21 points, 7 rebounds. Reed Sheppard, 17 points, 4 threes, 2 steals. Leonard Miller, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Jabari Rice, 11 points off the bench, clutch shooting. Dillingham was the obvious MVP of the game. Not just for the buzzer beater, but for the poise he showed in running the offense and creating plays under pressure. This was more than a summer league win. For Minnesota, it showed that Rob Dillingham isn't just flash, he's a future star. For Houston, it proved that their young core runs deep. Sheppard and Whitmore may not have won the game, but they won respect. Scouts in attendance? Impressed. Fans? Entertained. Players? Fired up. This was a turning point for many of them, because in the NBA, every stage, even Summer League, is a chance to write your story. That night in Las Vegas, it wasn't about trophies or headlines. It was about belonging. It was about a group of young men fighting for a dream. And for one night, they delivered a game we'll be talking about for years. From buzzer beaters to breakout moments, Rockets versus Timberwolves gave us a glimpse into the NBA's future. And if this is what's coming, the league is in good hands. If you felt the energy from this game, hit that like button to support the next generation of NBA stars. Got a favorite moment? Let us know in the comments. We read every one. And for more epic NBA storytelling, highlight breakdowns, and cinematic basketball content, subscribe now to Underdog Hoops, because every underdog has a story, and we tell them all.